Hello everyone. Bryan Mbeumo transfer news. Man United hopeful of finalizing deal for Brentford forward in time for preseason tour of US. Man United confident of signing Brentford's Bryan Mbeumo in time for their summer tour of the US. Marcus Rashford has returned to the club's training ground. Real Betis still pushing for a deal to sign Antony. Juve and Napoli remain interested in Jadon Sancho. Sky Sports News understands there is a cautious optimism at United that a deal can be struck and discussions continue internally over the next steps. There remains a gap in valuation, but United are not far away from the overall fee Brentford want, believed to be £65 million. However, there is still work to do on the structure as the West London club want the majority, if not all, of the fee to be paid up front. Mbeumo has made it clear he only wants to move to United and personal terms are believed to have been agreed in principle. Sponsored links. A modern desert home in Southern California feels like living on the moon. A modern desert home in Southern California feels like living on the moon. Mansion Global. Rwanda, unsold 2023 SUVs are on sale. Take a look at prices. Rwanda, unsold 2023 SUVs are on sale. Take a look at prices. Search ads. Coyote snatches puppy from yard. Watch what happened. Watch what the neighbors did next. Tips and tricks. Cruise ship encounters pirates. Watch what the captain does next. Watch what happened. Happy in shape. Compare broadband deals and save money by switching. Compare broadband deals and save money by switching. This is money. Contemporary Honolulu home pairs open ocean views with high fashion interiors. Contemporary Honolulu home pairs open ocean views with high fashion interiors. Mansion Global. Play quizzes, earn coins. Play quizzes, earn coins. At Play Quiz Up. 1929 Boston area mansion with a man-made creek lies like it's in the countryside. 1929 Boston area mansion with a man-made creek lies like it's in the countryside. Mansion Global. The future of higher education, trends in university learning. The future of higher education, trends in university learning. Bevex.online. Drink 1 cup every morning, see what happens a week later. Drink 1 cup every morning, see what happens a week later. Health Watcher. B Sporting Director Phil Giles told Sky Sports News last week that Mbeumo would be happy to stay at the club if a deal, which has to be right for Brentford, does not materialize. United are also still working on outgoings and, despite being given extra time to find a solution on his future, Marcus Rashford has returned to the club's training ground at Carrington. Rashford's preference is a move to Barca, who have explored the conditions of a deal, but they have other targets in that position too, such as Nico Williams and Luis Diaz. Williams has signed a new contract at Athletic Club and Liverpool have rejected all approaches for Diaz, however. Betis still pushing to sign Antony. Antony is another player United are happy to sell and Real Betis are still pushing for a deal for the winger. Talks between the clubs have been over a permanent deal, but it is thought the idea of another loan has been broached. However, for United to consider another loan this summer, it is thought they would want an obligation to buy him attached. The Betis president has admitted a permanent deal is difficult to do given the finances involved. Antony impressed on a straight loan in the second half of last season at Betis, scoring 9 goals in 24 appearances. Juventus and Napoli remain interested in Sancho. Elsewhere, Juventus and Napoli remain interested in a deal for United forward Jadon Sancho. Both clubs have been made aware by United what fee it would take to sign Sancho, believed to be £25 million, with the sides both discussing terms with the England international's representatives. Juve have other targets, including Porto's Francisco Conceição, however, and Sky in Italy are reporting that the Portugal international is their preferred choice. Conceição was on a season-long loan in Turin last season and, until and including July 15, his release clause is €30 million, which Porto want paid up front in full, although it goes up to €4 Man United. Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho among 5 players given time to explore moves away. Manchester United have delayed the required return date for Antony, Alejandro Garnacho, Tyrell Malaysia, Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho until later in July to allow all 5 players time to explore potential solutions. Mateus Cunha will be given the number 10 shirt, Rashford's shirt number 5M on July 16. Alejandro Garnacho and Marcus Rashford are among 5 Manchester United players that have been given extra time off to explore potential moves away after expressing a desire to leave. Jadon Sancho, Antony and Tyrell Malaysia, who, along with Rashford, were away on loan last season, are part of the group that will not be reporting back to Carrington on Monday with the rest of the squad. Alejandro Garnacho and Marcus Rashford are among 5 Manchester United players that have been given extra time off to explore potential moves away after expressing a desire to leave. Jadon Sancho, Antony, and Tyrell Malaysia, who, along with Rashford, were away on loan last season, are part of the group that will not be reporting back to Carrington on Monday with the rest of the squad. Matheus Cunha will take the number 10 shirt from Rashford, who said he wanted a new challenge before joining Aston Villa for the second half of last season. One source has told Sky Sports News it has been made clear to both Rashford and Sancho that they do not figure in Ruben Amorim's plans and the pair are keen to pursue opportunities elsewhere. If the 5 players' futures are not resolved during this period, they will return to Carrington, where they will continue to have full access to medical and training support. There have been no official offers for Rashford, who remains keen on joining Barcelona. Any potential move for the 27-year-old could come later in the window after he returned from his loan at Aston Villa. Sky Sports News has previously reported that Rashford wants to play Champions League football next season, but is not willing to relocate to London. His representatives are also against their client being involved in any part exchange deal.